in sports. Because remember, racism don't happen in sports. Because sports is the ultimate place where people come together. Put aside their differences and become one. It's difficult to be on the team with someone and then not like their kind. Shut up, lying people. With that being said, I'm here. You ain't got to try to introduce me. You ain't got to try to introduce me. I am back. Yep. I've been trying to keep my mouth quiet. It's Buford, and I hate your kind. And I've been trying to keep my mouth quiet while your protesting is going on. While everybody's Black Lives Mattering, putting your street signs and painting on these good American streets with your Black Lives Matter paint and all your stuff, and being anti-Donald Trump and anti-NFL, and you want to kneel for the flag and disrespect the flag and all that. Well, let me interrupt you, my brother. This is Brother Shabazz, and I have a message for you. Before I don't want to hear nothing from you, brother. I swear I don't want to hear nothing. What, my brother? You will listen, because these protests are here. I don't care about your protest, okay? I don't care. I only care about America. America. That's the only thing I care about. You're trying to take the white man's freedom. Now you want to take the white man's Confederate flag in the South. And that's why Bubba Wallace ain't gonna win no NASCAR games, because he want to take the historic rebel. Forget your flag. See, what you are overlooking is all of the oppressive history behind that flag. You have been blinded by generational lies that have shifted your mind into having you internalize hate. You are the product of hate, my brother, and you are so deep in hatred doo-doo that you can't even smell the hatred doo-doo coming off of your breath. My mouth don't stink. Okay? I brush my teeth. I brush my damn teeth, okay? You don't tell me I smell like doo-doo. I don't be in no doo-doo. See? Your response is indicative. I ain't indicating nothing, okay? You ain't dicking me. I ain't like that, brother. You can go on with all of that and dicking me. See, your level of intelligence is so futile. Why you keep trying to flirt with me? I'm talking sports, and you over here trying to flirt with me with these words, beautiful and dicking me. I ain't down with all that. I'm pure white power, and we don't do all of that. See, you're stupid. You're racist. You probably don't take a bath. Your teeth are falling out. And this country is falling apart. Racism is still alive, though, darky. Racism is still alive. And racism is on its last legs. See, I'm not even going to come in and let you spew your hatred on this brother's podcast. This is a good brother with a good podcast, a good message for black people. I don't even know why he let you on. He let me on because I'm a white man and we have power and privilege. Okay? Don't be mad because y'all don't have no black power. We have what we need and more. You insecure boy. You a little boy who's insecure. And you're a white man who's a failure because you're a white man who supports white supremacy and love white supremacy, but you broke and poor. You lose. All right, gentlemen. I got a podcast to do. Y'all can fight later. Call each other up on the phone and fight later. I appreciate y'all stopping by. But let me talk. Let me talk about this article. That was cool. Let me get on my article, gentlemen. You know what I'm saying? Y'all give it up for Brother Shabazz and Buford. As always, fuck you. Right. So, 2 Liberty football players cite racial insensitivity and decision to transfer. I told y'all we break it down that word insensitivity too. So, 3 Liberty football players announced on social media Monday that they are transferring citing racial insensitivity and cultural incompetence. Sophomore cornerbacks Keytrell Clark and Tavion Land made separate statements on their Twitter accounts. Clark said he appreciates his relationship with his coaches and teammates, but the decision is bigger than football. Due to the cultural incompetence within multiple levels of leadership, it does not line up with my code of ethics. Okay, so let me make this bigger. Let me make it bigger so I can read this. So, Keytrell Clark is saying, announcement, I have entered my name into the transfer portal. I will no longer be attending Liberty University. Please respect my decision. Say, I have decided to enter my name into the transfer portal and I will no longer be attending Liberty University. This decision has been well thought out and prayed on. This decision is simply bigger than football or the program. The program staff and teammates were a complete blessing to my life. Over this year, I have developed relationships that I will forever cherish and bonds that will not be broken. However, due to the cultural incompetence, but due to the cultural incompetence within multiple levels of leadership, it does not line up with my code of ethics. So therefore, I had to do what I felt like was right in my heart, and I pray that you support me and pray for me as I find a new home to further my education and football career. Thank you. Hashtag BLM. They're saying, fuck you, Liberty University, because y'all racist. So, Land said the racial insensitivity displayed by leadership at Liberty led him to his decision and added he hopes to get an opportunity at a school that respects my culture and provides a comfortable environment. So, this is Tavion Land. So, my short time spent with the athletic department was, my short time spent with the athletic department and most professors at Liberty University was much appreciated, and it helped me improve my skills, gain new experiences, and meet a diverse group of friends. Unfortunately, due to the racial insensitivity displayed by the leadership at Liberty University, I have decided to enter my name into the transfer portal and no longer be a student athlete at Liberty University. I pray that I am able to be provided with an opportunity at a new school that respects my culture and provides a comfortable environment. Bless it. Hashtag BLM. So, less than 2 weeks ago, women's basketball player Asia Todd announced she was transferring, also citing racial insensitivities at the school. What the hell is going on over there at Liberty? Y'all racist at Liberty? Y'all allegedly racist over there at Liberty? Liberty and justice for white people, huh? Okay. Earlier this month, Liberty President Jerry Falwell Jr. apologized and deleted a tweet he sent criticizing Virginia Governor Ralph Norm's policy to wear masks in public because of the coronavirus pandemic. In the tweet, Falwell said he would wear a mask only if it included names of Northam, whom was referred to as Governor Blackface. Wow. Falwell included photographs from the governor's medical youth yearbook that showed a person in blackface and another person in Ku Klux Klan attire. The photos from 1984 came to light in 2019, and Northam apologized for them. After the tweet went out, several black staffers resigned, and outraged black Christian leaders and alumni sent Falwell an open letter in which they wrote, "Hey man, y'all know how I do, man. Them open letters. Ooh, hey man, hey. You don't want to get one of them open letters. Ooh, them open letters get you. I wish black people would stop sending fucking open letters, man. Stop sending open letters and stop doing business with racist white people. Stop doing business with historically racist white institutions. Stop doing business with historically racist white business. Anything. Stop trying to find your personal silver lining in this. And then when white people get out here and start white people and y'all want people to have y'all back. So, yeah. So we talking about blackface. They call him Governor Blackface. So it said, like I said, the Christian leaders and alumni sent an open letter in which they wrote, while your tweet may have been in jest about Virginia's governor, it made light of our nation's painful history in slavery and racism. I just committed a faux pas. I yawned, but guess what? I don't give a fuck. I yawned again. So Clark had 38 tackles and 6 pass breakups last season, while Land had 23 tackles. A third player, senior linebacker Waylon Kozad, who is white, said on Twitter that he would transfer and is ready for a new opportunity. He's one of 9 players, including 3 on scholarship, who had transferred or had their names removed from the football roster shortly after players returned to campus on June 1st. Hey man, Liberty University, allegedly y'all got some real racist shit going on over there from top to bottom. Y'all gonna address it? Y'all gonna deal with it? Y'all gonna act like those players are just anomalies? Y'all gonna act like they're just being insensitive, huh? So, I mean, to have, what, 9 players? Nine players to be gone. Women athletes, white athletes, documented racial language, slurs, bigotry, all those things going on. Liberty. What y'all got going on? It's the cat is out the bag. So we got y'all. We got an eye on y'all. Y'all under a microscope now. We're checking y'all out. And now that I think about it, I think I talked about some of the early athletes in earlier shows. I have to go back and look. I've done so many fucking episodes. I got to go back and look. But Liberty, man, we y'all exposed. Y'all exposed, B. Liberty, y'all is exposed. So we're gonna keep an eye on what's going on at Liberty University, because I think as many black athletes and students should leave these universities as possible. The HBCUs can use you. Come on, some of these HBCUs hurting. They could use our top talent, whether it's academically or athletically. Black people, black parents, stop encouraging y'all kids to go in the midst of racism to be stronger. That shit's stupid. It's not going to help them be stronger. It's not going to help end racism. That shit's stupid. We need to make sure we sending our black people to black schools. So let's move on to some more racist shit. All I'm going to say is, I'm going to start this off. I went to James S. Rickards High School, and I'm going to have my homeboys Cam and Mike back on the show soon. They went to James S. Rickards High School. My brother, Cam and Mike, are 2 years older than me. My brother Cam and Mike, we all went to the same high school, James S. Rickards High School. But we all didn't graduate under the same mascot. What does that mean? My brother Cam and Mike graduated as Rickards Redskins. I, Joseph Ward, graduated as a Rickards Raider. Why was our mascot changed? Because the term Redskin was deemed to be a derogatory term, which it is a derogatory term. Now, the Leon County School Board didn't have enough money to keep sellout Native Americans quiet, or to quiet the actual ones who are actually really out here fighting the Native Americans, who are really for Native Americans. So the Leon County School Board didn't, but the Washington Redskins did. The Washington Redskins, $1 billion organization, has the money to keep people quiet and to fight this. So now that's why the question is being asked: should NFL players boycott the Redskins? I am not a fan. If it's one team in the NFL that I can say I hate, it's the Redskins. And this was even before I really wrapped my mind around the concept of the word Redskin being derogatory. Just as a Cowboy fan, I wipe my nuts I drag my nuts across their face, and I wipe my ass with everything got to do with the Washington Redskins and them ugly ass mustard pants. But we all know that the term Redskin is a derogatory and racial term. But old cracker ass Daniel Snyder, who support white supremacy, one of the people who was about keeping Cap out the league, supports white supremacy, has been fighting for a long time to keep the mascot as the Redskins. So this is TMZ, right? Says one of the largest American Indian groups in the country is declaring war on the Washington Redskins, saying the team name is insanely offensive and the NFL players should boycott. Go ahead and change the name, man. Just go ahead and change. You have sports analysts and people who do sports news who have refused to say the word Redskin, and I don't blame them. Fawn Sharp, president of the National Congress of American Indians, which represents more than 500 tribal nations, just went scorched earth on the franchise in an op-ed titled, "Who will become the Colin Kaepernick of Washington's NFL team?" Nobody. The racial slur can no longer be removed by the complicit, indifferent, tone-deaf ownership of the franchise because the stain they fixed onto their own name and enterprise is now permanent, Sharp says. It's an insult that can no longer be retracted, a sin that can no longer be erased. She continues, since it's too late to give the team's name up, it's time for it to be taken. It's time for the players to rip down that name like it was a statue on a Confederate general in their locker room. Sharp takes it further, spelling out a plan of action for Washington players. Now let me stop right there. That's a Native American fight. And black people, we have to be specific and focused. I'm not saying we don't support anybody else. But when we're out here fighting for black rights and black lives, we're fighting for nothing else but black rights and black lives. We're fighting for ourselves to be able to self-actualize. And we ain't against nobody else. And we support other people, but we're fighting for us. Because nobody else has ever fought for us, specifically for us. So we're fighting for us. So I think that's more of a Native American fight than a black and Native American fight. Right? So all the Native Americans need to do that. Now, Washington players on the Washington Redskin team who know and feel like it's wrong and know it's wrong, take a stand. Take a stand, but know that the protests and things going on in the streets now, Black Lives Matter stuff, is for black people and black people only. We're fighting for us, and everybody else is fighting for black people. We're not fighting against police violence overall. We're not fighting for transgender rights. We're not fighting for rights of whoever. It's black rights. And so black rights includes anybody who's black, whether you're black and you're transgender. That goes under Black Lives Matter. And I don't understand. If you're a person that's saying Black Lives Matter, but your Black Lives Matter don't contain everybody black, you tripping. The only people black who should not be under that umbrella of Black Lives Matter is the sellouts. But black trans people, trust me, when you hear me say that, you included. Anybody who's black who feels like they're marginalized because what the media says in your experiences, trust me, there are a lot of black people like myself who are fighting for everybody. Everybody who is black. Everybody. Now, once again, the Black Lives Matter protest isn't inclusive of other groups. But if you're a black person, we got you. So, but back to this. So this was Sharp. Sharp is saying, I'm calling for members of the NFL franchise in Washington, D.C. to rise to the occasion and become heroes. Y'all not going to become heroes. All I ask is that you state the unequivocal moral truth. Just as you would never play for the Washington blank blanks, you would no longer play for any team branded with a racial slur against Native Americans. Well, and you see how specific their thing is. So it's okay for us to be specific as well. I'm not shitting on none of they doing. I'm championing what they doing. I'm just putting perspective and stuff too. So, but I've been saying though they need to change the name. I've been saying they need to change the name. It's a racial slur. Daniel Snyder, you a bitch. That weak ass franchise need to go ahead and change the name. Oh, unachieving ass franchise, change the name. With them ugly ass colors. And your team trash. Best thing ever about that franchise is Doug Williams. Other than that, or yeah, Doug Williams, they won a Super Bowl, and the one they when they beat the Giants, and what that was 91. But man, look here, man. I remember a couple years ago them fighting about this, and you have sellout Native Americans come out and say, it's not racist. Redskins is not termed as racist. Sellout bitches. And so, you know, Daniel Snyder found, you know how they do. They find one person of the group who will sell out, who represent the group, but that person sell out. And if that one person say it's okay, then they take that as the tone or as if that person is speaking for everybody. So yeah, Daniel Snyder a fuck boy. We know it. And then change the name because, you know, he's racist. And we could do without racism and bigotry in America. But white people, y'all let me know when y'all are really ready to end racism as well. Let me know. So let's move on and talk about that boy LBJ. LeBron James trying to be like me. LeBron James trying to be like me and build a media empire. The Freedom Train Network is a media empire. It's a black-owned, pro-black media empire. www.freedomtrainradio.com. But that boy LeBron James is building a media empire, and he received a $100 million investment. Can your boy get a $100 million investment without creating an OnlyFans page? I'm about this close to creating an OnlyFans page and having a whole bunch of dick jacking videos and find me some girls to fuck and fucking and dick jacking videos and coochie eating videos. Cause, you know, I'm about this close to doing me an OnlyFans. Y'all, some of y'all about to see this meat in the OnlyFans page, so I can get my media empire up. But LeBron James is known as one of the greatest NBA players of his time and all time, right? And expanding his empire and legacy beyond the world of basketball. His most recent project centered around producing content in television and film. Now it has been announced that the NBA legend will be receiving a huge investment to continue to build out his media empire. Can Joseph Ward and the Freedom Train Network get a huge investment? Hell, give me $1 million and watch what I do with it. You heard me? If y'all want to support too, remember patreon.com/thefix. What's my cash app? I don't never remember my cash app. Let me see. What's my cash app? Cash app is $Joe Ward 84. $Joe Ward 84. Support your homeboy. Since y'all, hey man, y'all, LeBron getting this money, let me get this money. Cash app is $Joe Ward 84. Thefix.com. Patreon.com/thefix. Let me get my money to build up this empire. James and business partner Maverick Carter have raised $100 million to expand their brand SpringHill into an extensive media conglomerate. The company will include multiple divisions, including an athlete empowerment, media, and consumer product company titled Uninterrupted, a culture brand agency called the robot company and the production company. The large investment is being led by Guggenheim Investments, UC Investments, Sister, and SC Holdings. Hey, Guggenheim. All them boys, holla at your boy, right? I've always wanted to use the platform of basketball to empower those around me. Now, I'm incredibly excited about the opportunity to build a company that empowers creators, customers, and everything it touches, said James in a press release according to Front Office Sports. The SpringHill Company defines empowerment. You see it in the team we've built, the stories we tell, and the community work we do. Okay. So this is a Instagram post by LeBron James. It says the king. Oh shit. Okay, it says the king and the CEO LeBron James and longtime business partner Maverick Carter have raised $100 million to expand the media empire at perhaps just the right moment. Incredibly proud of today's announcement. We've started building this company almost 5 years ago, and while I love every project we do and every story we tell, I'm most proud of our team and the message we are sending. Over 100 employees with 64% of people of color and 40% female in the industry that averages 25%. We will get to 50%. Our leadership team is a reflection of our entire organization. I want to thank everyone at the SpringHill Company for believing in our vision. We closed this deal in March, and I knew our work was going to keep getting more and more necessary. Let's continue empowering others and striving for change and greatness. Some not pictured, but are surely not missing. We are a monster team. So that's what LeBron James is saying about the SpringHill Company. One time for LeBron and the SpringHill Company. One time. I love to see young blacks get money. Love to see young blacks get more money. You love to see black people prosper and build and really truly use platforms to empower black people. So that's what we do here at the Freedom Train Network. So we always give a shout out to folk for doing their thing. So one time for LeBron James, one time for that boy Maverick Carter. Really going down the south. But I am saying, let your homeboy get $100 million today. So man, y'all keep your eye on that and make sure y'all support. Remember, if it's black owned and it's black built and it ain't no sellout shit, support it. So let's move on a bit. Let's move on to our next story, which is black college football coaches pay it forward in effort to expand diversity pipeline. What that mean, I don't know, because I just found the story today, but I thought it was interesting, so let me talk about it. Hey, yeah, see how I did that? All right. So in the aftermath of the third annual NFL quarterback coaching summit this week, the participants behind the event took turns hammering home the point that there is no shortage of black men who are ready and qualified to become head coaches in the diversity-starved NFL. They just need a chance. The NFL is deprived of diversity because the NFL don't want to be diverse other than on the field. Point blank. The NFL does not want to be diverse. It does not want black people in high positions, high-ranking positions, positions of power, decision-making positions. If the NFL wanted that, we wouldn't even be reading this motherfucking article or having this motherfucking conversation. One level down in the NCAA, things are perhaps more dire. According to the most recent racial and gender report card compiled annually by the University of Central Florida, 10.3% of Division I head coaches were people of color, which is not only similar to the percentage of minority NFL coaches at the start of the 2019 season, 12%, but also represented a slight decrease of 0.1% from the prior year. Black people, we all know the NCAA trash. We know these PWIs, how they feel about black people. We know how the NFL feels about black people. That's one thing you're going to learn about the fix. We ripping the lid off of racism. The NFL supports white supremacy. The NFL is ran by white supremacists. old white men who've been getting along the good old boy system forever. They've been successful at it. Why would they give it up? Right? Because once again, to really overthrow, to really end all this racism in America, we have to end everything, start this bitch over, and have a redistribution of power, wealth, land, and resources. And how many of you so-called good white people are really down with giving up land, power, wealth, and resources for equal distribution that you know your ancestors built? And if you white and you like, my ancestors didn't own no slaves, but your ancestors benefited from white laws and white privilege. Understand that. So those are you know, the lack of the percentages of black coaches in the NFL and NCAA are concerning numbers, especially considering that 48.5% of FBS players were African American. UFC says that's one of the reasons why the University of Maryland's Mike Locksley